Okay, so as you can probably tell by the headline, this video is going to be a little different. Yesterday I was on Facebook and I stumbled across this page called Gilbert 23. If you don't know what this is, I'm going to kind of explain what I think it is by looking at the post on Facebook. And I'll also leave a link below of the Facebook in case you want to check it out, because I think you should. Okay, so the Gilbert 23 tragedy. There was a boarding facility called Green Acres in Arizona back in June that had 23 dogs die under their care. At the time, they said that one of the dogs must have had chewed through the AC unit and all the dogs died of heat exhaustion because the AC cut out. Now, they come to find out that these 23 dogs were locked in a 9x12 room. A 9x12 room with no food and no water. I can't comprehend how you make a business and you give these people your word that you're going to take care of their animals, and you just don't want to do it, so you take the easy way out. They had sealed the doors so that the odor would not escape into their daughter's room. When you have your dogs at home, you don't lock them in a room and let them potty whenever they want to, let them roll in it. That's just not something you do. You take them out, you let them have potty breaks. I mean, how many times as people do we have to use the bathroom during the day? And then these people are locking these dogs in a room when they've told these families that it's a free-range boarding facility where they will get to run and play, and that they only home six dogs at a time. Just in the time that it took for them to seal the doors was too long for a dog not to be able to take a potty break, in my eyes. When they potty, you should clean it up right away. I just can't comprehend. I mean, this goes along with us as people, like a 9x12 room. I wouldn't want to be locked in a 9x12 room with 10 people and I stand upright. I think the worst part about this is that they got off. They weren't charged. When I think about how people think of dogs, not all people, because I am a firm believer that they have just as many rights as people do. If we were to lock 23 people in a room and have them use the bathroom and just sit in there for hours upon hours upon hours, long enough to die, there's no way that person would get off. If you build these companies where you want to care for animals, elderly, children, and then there's all these leaked videos, there's rumors, and then there's cases where the people that run these businesses are neglecting and hurting. And why do you make these businesses? There's so many jobs out there of different types of things that why open up your own and tell your clients that you're going to do your best, you're going to treat them like family, and you just don't. Going back to how they were stuck in this room, one of the ladies on the Facebook had made a picture kind of just giving you an idea of what it would look like. And I'm going to insert this here so that you can kind of see. Now, this isn't the breeds that the dogs were. As I could see in the pictures of the victims, that majority of them were large breed dogs, which means they're going to take up more room. But I wanted to show the picture so you kind of get an idea of what that actually means. And the fact that they were locked in there, using the bathroom in there, they had no food, they had no water. It kind of gives you an idea of how horrific this is. And then back to how they said they died. Well, they said that they chewed through the AC unit, and then as they were in the room, they died of heat exhaustion. If this was true, I still think neglect charges should be filed, even if this was true. Because the dogs were in there long enough without water that made a difference. If you went to check in on the dogs at a reasonable amount of time, you would have noticed that it had been chewed up, you would have noticed that it was hot in there, and you would have noticed that they needed water. So I still don't see that as being an excuse of how it wasn't their fault. It was the dog's fault. I still don't understand that. But now they've realized that that is not how they actually died. It was from no water and being locked in a room. When the actual facility knew that the dogs had died, they called some of the families and said that their dogs had run away. And they left messages. And then the families, of course, if your dog ran away, what are you going to do? You're going to look for them. The dogs had already been dead. And then they find out they had them locked out in a shed in their backyard. Now, the pictures I'm going to show are kind of graphic. And these are the pictures I saw, and then I lost it last night. I could not stop crying. Because these are someone's babies. Like, when I see my dog, she is my child. I would do anything for her. She has many problems, but I wouldn't trade them for anything. And to see someone's baby thrown out in a shed like trash and lied to their owners, and their owners are out looking for them, and to find out your baby is locked in a shed and has been for a while, it's heartbreaking. I don't understand how these people got off. It really makes me sick. It makes me sick. Physically sick. I got physically hurt just thinking about what these families are going through and how there's no justice. These people are getting off. One family even came forward that after the tragedy they had scheduled their dogs to be left there for the weekend, and the facility said nothing about it. Nothing about the charges, nothing about the 23 animals dying, nothing. It just seems really shady to me. And like I said, this is just stuff that I've read off of their page. When you read it, you'll take it how you want to take it. And I think there's a couple sites that they're posting on there that you can help. You can buy little ribbon stickers and just show your support. This is something that should be shown all over and show that animals have rights and animals should be treated the way that we want to be treated, and that it shouldn't fly that this is happening and that this is okay. It's not okay. But yeah, that's going to be the end of my rant about this situation. And like I said, I'll leave the Facebook page below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.